This is my video number 6 for 12th Science and Arts students. Today we will discuss few examples in exercise 2.2 and miscellaneous exercise 2a. In miscellaneous exercise 2a, now we solve example number 60. The example is find A inverse by using adjoint method and by elementary transformation. If matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, minus 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. Now, solution. First of all, we consider given matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, minus 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. Now, this example is solved by using two methods. First of all, we solve this example by adjoint method and then by elementary transformation method. Now, we use first method, that is adjoint method. To find A inverse, first of all, we find determinant of A. Means determinant of A is equal to determinant of given matrix. Now, all of us know that how to find determinant. So, this determinant of A is equal to, I explain it shortly, this 1 into 4 minus 2 into 2, 4 minus 4, minus 2 into, then minus 4 minus 2, plus 3 into minus 2 minus 1. So we get 1 into 0 minus 2 into minus 6 plus 3 into minus 3. So which is equal to 0. Then minus 2 into minus 6, it is plus 12, plus 3 into minus 3, it is minus 9. So 12 minus 9, final determinant is 3. So determinant of A is equal to 3, which is not equal to 0. This is equation number 1. This determinant is also we use for elementary transformation. Therefore, inverse of matrix A exists. Now, to find inverse by adjoint method, we have to find adjoint of A. Now, to find adjoint of A, first of all, we have to find cofactors. For cofactors, formula is Aij. Aij means cofactor of Aij, means small aij, element Aij, which is equal to minus 1 raised to I plus j. I means row number, j means column number. Minus 1 raised to I plus j into Mij. Mij means it is a minor of Aij. So here we find minors and then cofactors. First of all, we find minors. So there are 9 elements. So we find here 9 minors. Minor A11 is equal to, now A11 means minor of A11. So we eliminate this row and this column. We find determinant of 1, 2, 2, 4. So this determinant is 4 minus 4, which is equal to 0. That means M11 is equal to 0. Second, M12 means minor of A12, which is equal to. That means A12 means element 2. We eliminate this row and this column. Then we find determinant of minus 1, 2, 1, 4. So this determinant is minus 1 into 4 minus 2, which is equal to minus 6. So M12 is equal to minus 6. In this way we find minus. Here M13 is equal to, again element is A13. So this eliminate this row and this column. Find determinant of minus 1, 1, 1, 2. Here minus 1, 1, 1, 2. Minus 2, minus 1, that is minus 3. So M13 is equal to minus 3. Here M21 is equal to, M21 means minor of A21. Element is minus 1. So we eliminate this row and this column, then find determinant of remaining 4 elements, that is 2, 3, 2, 4. 2, 3, 2, 4. 4 into 2, 8 minus this 6. Then M21 is equal to 2. Then M22 is equal to. M22 is equal to means minor of A22. Element is 1. Again we eliminate this row and this column. We get determinant of 1, 3, 1, 4. 1, 3, 1, 4. That is 4 into 1, 4 minus this 3. 4 minus 3, 1. So M22 is equal to 1. Now M23 is equal to. That is minor of A23. Now A23 is element 2. So we eliminate this row and this column. So we find determinant of 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. That means 2 minus 2. That is equal to 0. M23 is equal to 0. Then M31. M31 is equal to minor of A31. A31 means 1. We eliminate this row and this column. Then determinant of 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2. 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1. So M31 is equal to 1. Then M32 is equal to. M32 means element this 2. We eliminate this row and this column. Then we find determinant of 1, 3 minus 1, 2. 1, 3 minus 1, 2. So 1 into 2, 2 plus 3 minus plus 3. 2 plus 3, 5. M32 is equal to 5. Now last minor is M33. That is minor of A33. The element is 4. So eliminate this third row and third column and then find the determinant of remaining 4 elements. That is 1, 2 minus 1, 1. The determinant of 1, 2 minus 1, 1. 1 into 1, 1 minus plus minus 1 into 2 minus plus 2, 1 plus 2, 3. In this way we find all minors of this matrix. So using minus we find cofactors directly. So now there are 9 minors, so we have 9 cofactors. To find cofactors, we change the sign of those minors whose sum I plus j be an odd number. So here 1 plus 2 is an odd number, so we change the sign of this minor. 2 plus 1 is an odd number, so we change the sign of this minor. Also 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, it is an odd number, so we change this sign of this minor. And lastly 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 minus 1 raised to 5 minus, so we change here the sign of M32 and the remaining minors and cofactors are same. So M11 is equal to 0, I write A11 is equal to also 0. Here M12 is equal to minus 6, I change the sign here. A12 is equal to plus 6. Then M13 is equal to minus 3. I write same minor. A13 is equal to also minus 3. Then M21 is equal to 2. Here also we change the sign. A21 is equal to here 2. A21 is equal to minus 2. Then M22 is equal to 1. Here A22 is equal to 1. M23 is equal to 0. Here we change the sign, but 0 and minus 0. We write 0. So A23 is equal to 0. M31 is equal to 1. We write same minor. A31 is equal to 1. M32 is equal to 5. Here we change the sign. A32 is equal to minus 5. And last M33 is equal to 3. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. And minus 1 raised to this 6 is equal to plus 1 into M minus A means M33. So I write A33 is equal to 3 as that of M33. In this way we find the all cofactors of the matrix A. Now our formula is A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. We find determinant of A already. Now to find adjoint of A, first of all we write all cofactors in matrix form and then take transpose of that cofactor matrix. So finally we get adjoint of A is equal to, I write cofactors 0, 6 minus 3, minus 2, 1, 0, 1 minus 5, 3 and then take transpose of the cofactor matrix. So finally we get adjoint of A is equal to 0 minus 2 1, 6 1 minus 5 minus 3 0 3. Then the formula for inverse is, we have A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. That means final answer is, that is the inverse of A is equal to A inverse, which is equal to 1 upon 3 into matrix 0 minus 2 1. This is the first row. 6 1 minus 5 second row, and minus 3 0 3 with the third row. This is the final answer. So in this way we find the inverse of this matrix A by using adjoint method. Now we solve same example by using row transformation method. Matrix itself A is equal to 1 2 3 minus 1 1 2 1 2 4. To find inverse by using transformation method, we use here row transformation method. Formula is A inverse is equal to I. But first of all, we check whether the inverse is exist or not. So we find the determinant of given matrix. Here we already find determinant of A is equal to 3, which is not equal to 0. Therefore the inverse of matrix A is exists. Then for transformation method, row transformation method, we have A into A inverse is equal to I. Now here we put value of A, then to find A inverse is equal to I means identity matrix, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Now to find A inverse by using row transformation method or column transformation method, we have to convert the left hand side matrix to identity matrix by using here row transformation. So first three steps are, first of all convert this A11 is equal to 1, then A21 is equal to 0 and A31 is equal to 0. Here already A11 element is 1. So we now convert this element A21 is equal to 0. That means we have to convert minus 1 into 0. So to convert minus 1 is equal to 0, we have to change row R2. So we write transformation performing R2, means we change R2 in such way that R2 plus R1 means minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. So performing R2 plus R1. Therefore here R1 and R3 remains same. So I write R1 1 2 3 and R3 1 2 4 and change row R2 accordingly, R2 plus R1. So here minus 1 plus 1 0, 1 plus 2 3, 2 plus 3 5. So R2 is changed. Same transformation we use in right hand side. That means in right hand side this matrix is R1 is 1 0 0, R3 is 0 0 1 and R2 is changed by using transformation R2 plus R1. So 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 0 0. So in right hand side R2 is 1 1 0. Now we change this A31 into 0, means convert this 1 into 0. We use transformation performing R3 such that this R3 minus R1 means 1 minus 1. We get 0 here. So transformation is by applying R3 such that R3 minus R1. So R1 and R2 remains in same position. So 1 2 3 here, 0 3 5. Then in right hand side 1 0 0 here, 1 1 0. This is second row. Now we change the third row accordingly, R3 minus R1. So 1 minus 1 0, 2 minus 2 0, 4 minus 3 1. In right hand side 0 minus 1 minus 1, 0 minus 0 0 and 1 minus 0 1. In this way we change row R3 as 0, 0, 1. Then we have to convert this 5 into 0. So I write transformation performing R2, means we change R2 in such a way that R2 minus 5 into R3. So we multiply row R3 by 5 and then subtract from R2. So we get a new matrix as, means R1 and R3 remains in same position. That is R1 is 1, 2, 3, R3 is 0, 0, 1. Here also in right hand side R1 is 1, 0, 0 and R3 is minus 1, 0, 1. Now we change R2. R2 minus 5R3 means we multiply this R3 by 5 and then subtract from R2. So 0 minus 5 into 0, here 0. Then 3 minus 0 into 5 means 0, 3 minus 0, 3. And here 1 into 5 means 5, 5 minus 5, 0. So we get row R2 0, 3, 0 into A inverse is equal to, here also this element is 1. We multiply this minus 1 by 5. So 1 minus minus 5 we get 6. Here 1 minus, we multiply this 0 by 5. So it is 0. 1 minus 0, that is equal to 1. And here this 1 multiplied by 5 means 5. 0 minus 5 minus 5. So we change here R2. Now we convert this element 3 of R1 into 0. Means we use transformation 3 minus this 1 into 3 means 3 minus 3 is 0. So I use here transformation R1 minus 3 R3. So performing R1 such that R1 minus 3 R3. Therefore R1 changes to, R1 changes to, here R2 and R3 remain same. So I write R2 and R3 first, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1. In right hand side, here R2 is 6, 1, minus 5 and minus 1, 0, 1. Here we change R1. Now R1 minus 3 R3 means 0 is multiplied by 3. So 1 minus 0, that is 1. Here also 0 multiplied by 3. Then subtract from 2. 2 minus 0, 2. Here 1 multiplied by 3. So here 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. Similarly, in right hand side also, minus 1 is multiplied by 3. So 1 minus minus 3 is plus 3. 1 plus 3, 4. Now this 0 is multiplied by 3. So we get 0. 0 minus 0, 0. Here 1 is multiplied by 3. So here 3. 0 minus 3 is minus 3. So here we change row R1. Now before we convert this 2 into 0, first of all I convert here 3 into 1. So we change here R2 accordingly. So I write here performing R2 such that R2 upon 3. That means 3 is converted to 1. So R1 and R3 remains in same position here, 1, 2, 0, 0, 0, 1. And in right hand side also 4, 0, minus 3, minus 1, 0, 1. So we convert R2 as 0, 1, 0 here. In right hand side 2, 1 upon 3 minus 5 upon 3. Now we convert this 2 element into 0. So I use transformation. This R1 minus 2R2 means we have to change R1 accordingly. R1 minus 2R2. Therefore R1 becomes now 1, this 0 is multiplied by 2. So 1 minus 2 into 0, 0, we get 1. 2, this 1 multiplied by 2, that means it is 1 into 2, 2, 2 minus 2, 0. And here 0 is multiplied by 2, then 0 minus 0, it is 0. So we change R1 in left hand side. Similarly, we change R1 in right hand side, accordingly R1 minus 2 R2. So we multiply this R2 by 2. This means it is 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 4, 0 here. Here we multiply 1 upon 3 by 2. So it is 2 upon 3, 0 minus 2 upon 3, minus 2 upon 3. And this last element minus 5 upon 3 by 2. So we get minus 10 upon 3. So 3 into minus 3 means minus 9 plus 10 upon 3, that is 1 upon 3. So in this way we convert given matrix, that is A, into identity matrix by using row transformation. So this identity matrix is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 into A inverse is equal to, finally left hand side is 0 minus 2 upon 3, 1 upon 3, second row is 2 1 2 1 upon 3, minus 5 upon 3, and third row is minus 1 0 1. So this is identity matrix. So I into A inverse is equal to 0 minus 2 upon 3, 1 upon 3, second row 2 1 upon 3 minus 5 upon 3, and third row minus 1 0 1. So I into A inverse means A inverse, which is equal to, final, this inverse of given matrix is 0 minus 2 upon 3, 1 upon 3, 2 1 upon 3, minus 5 upon 3, minus 1 0 1. So if we take 1 upon 3 common from this matrix, then we get 1 upon 3 into matrix 0 minus 2 1 6 1 minus 5 minus 3 0 3. So in both methods, inverse of this matrix A is same. So in this way we solve here same example in both methods. That is, first one I solve in method of adjoint, and second method we use then is transformation method. Now we solve the second example, another example in miscellaneous exercise 2A. It is example number 11. The example is, find the matrix capital X. Find the matrix capital X such that Ax is equal to B, where A is equal to 1 2 minus 1 3 and B is equal to matrix 0 1 2 4. Means matrix A and B is given, and we have to find this matrix X by using equation Ax is equal to B. Now solution is, given A is equal to matrix 1 2 minus 1 3 and B is equal to 0 1 2 4. Now I use here method 1. Generally we use this method, and then we use method 2. This is a lengthy method. In method 1, the equation is Ax is equal to B. So I substitute value of A here, 1 2 minus 1 3 into X is equal to B, means 0 1 2 4. Now to find X, that means if we convert this matrix A into identity matrix, then we get here I, means I into X, that is X. So to find this matrix X, we have to convert this matrix A into identity matrix. Now we first of all we use here row transformation. That means to convert this matrix 1 0 0 1, 1 is already here. Now I convert minus 1 into 0. So I use transformation performing R2 such that R2 plus R1, R2 plus R1. So R1 becomes same, 1 2, here in right hand side matrix B is 0 1. Here we change the second row accordingly, R2 plus R1. So it is minus 1 plus 1, here 0. 3 plus 2, 5. Here 2 plus 0, 2. 4 plus 1, 5. Now I convert this element 2 into 0. To convert this element 2 into 0, I multiply this 2 by 5. So we get here 10. And in second row element this 5 by 2. So here also we get 10. And then subtract this R2 from R1. So I write transformation performing R1 means R1 is changed such way that 5 into R1 means here 10 minus 2 into R2. So 5 R1 minus 2 R2. So change is here R2 becomes same 0 5. Here in right hand side also this 2 5 remains same. Now change R1. We multiply R1 by 5 means here 5 and here 10 and then R2 by 2. So here 0 and here 10. So here 1 into 5 5. 5 minus 0 5. Here 10 minus 10 it is 0. In right hand side also we multiply this R1 by 5. So here 0 multiplied by 5 0. It is 2 multiplied by 2 means it is 4. 0 minus 4 minus 4. And this 1 multiplied by 5 means 5 and this 5 multiplied by 2. So here 10. 5 minus 10 that is minus 5. Then see the left hand side matrix 5 0 0 5. So if I perform this R1 upon 5 and R2 upon 5 at a time, then we get a matrix 1 0 0 1. So I write transformation performing R1 upon 5 and R2 upon 5. So we get the left hand side matrix is 5 upon 5 1, 0 upon 5 0. Here also 0 upon 5 0, 5 upon 5 1. So it is identity matrix. Same transformation is in right hand side. So minus 4 upon 5 minus 5 upon 5 that is minus 1. 2 upon 5, here 5 upon 5 means plus 1. So this is identity matrix. So I into x is equal to, here I write I into x is equal to this minus 4 upon 5 minus 1, 2 upon 5, 1. That means I into x means we get matrix x. Therefore the resultant matrix x is equal to minus 4 upon 5 minus 1, 2 upon 5, 1. So this is the answer of solution of this example. Now we use another method. The method is again given matrix A is equal to 1 2 minus 1 3, B is equal to 0 1 2 4. Given equation is Ax is equal to B. Now to find x we multiply, that means it is a pre-multiply A inverse on both sides. Means here we multiply this left hand side by A inverse Ax is equal to, here also pre-multiply A inverse into B, right hand side also A inverse into B. So A inverse into A is equal to I. First of all we solve this equation and in left hand side the matrix is x only. So A inverse into A means I into x is equal to A inverse B. Therefore, I into x is equal to x is equal to A inverse B. Now to find x, value of matrix x, we first of all we find A inverse and then multiply this A inverse by B. Then we get matrix x. So to find A inverse, we use two methods. One is transformation method or adjoint method. We here use adjoint method. Then here to find A inverse, first of all we find determinant of A, that is determinant of 1 2 minus 1 3, that is equal to 3 minus minus plus 2, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, not equal to 0, that is inverse exists. We use here adjoint method. So first of all we find minus and we write directly cofactors. So M11 is equal to, M11 means here the matrix A. Suppose this matrix is A. Here element is 1, so my M11 is equal to 3. M12 minor of this 2 is minus 1, here minus 1. Then M21 is equal to minor of this minus 1 is 2. And M22 minor of this 3 is equal to 1. So we write cofactors by changing the sign of 2 minus, that is M12 and M21, and these 2 minus and these cofactors are same. So A11 is equal to 3, A12 is equal to, we change this sign, plus 1, A21, here also we change the sign, 2, that means it is minus 2, and M22 is equal to 1, A221 is equal to 1. So these are the cofactors of this matrix A. So we write cofactor matrix and then take the transpose of this cofactor matrix. We get adjoint of matrix A. So therefore adjoint of matrix A is equal to, we interchange rows and column. First row converted into first column, it is 3, 1. Second row converted into second column, minus 2, 1. So finally we get here inverse. We have A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Therefore A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A is already we calculated. Determinant of A is equal to, that is 5, 1 upon 5 into matrix 3 minus 2, 1, 1. This is the inverse of this matrix A. Now from equation 1, X is equal to A inverse B. X is equal to A inverse B. Therefore X is equal to A inverse B. So 1 upon 5 into matrix 3 minus 2, 1, 1. This is the inverse of A into matrix B. B is already given here. 0, 1, 2, 4. 0, 1, 2, 4. Then X is equal to 1 upon 5 into, here we multiply this matrix. That is the, we find inverse matrix and then multiplied by B. So we get first row, first column, 3 into 0, 0, minus 2 into 2, minus 4, 0, minus 4. First row, second column, 3 into 1, 3, minus 2 into 4, minus 8. Then we get first row of the matrix X. Then here we multiply second row into first column, 1 into 0, 0, second element, plus 1 into 2, 2, 0 plus 2. And then R2 into C2 means second row, second column, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 4 plus 4. So finally we get X is equal to 1 upon 5 into matrix minus 4 minus 5 to 5. If we multiply 1 upon 5 to every element of this matrix, then we get matrix minus 4 upon 5, here minus 1, 2 upon 5 and 5 upon 5 means 1. So X is equal to minus 4 upon 5, minus 1, 2 upon 5 and 1. This is also value of X. We see that this X and this X is same matrix. So in this way we calculate the matrix X. Now we will start another example in a miscellaneous exercise 2A. Example number 20 is, if A is equal to matrix 1 0 1 0 2 3 1 2 1 and matrix B is equal to 1 2 3 1 1 5 2 4 7, then find the matrix X such that X into A, XA is equal to B. Means given equation is XA is equal to B. In this equation matrix A and B is given. Now we solve this example by transformation. Solution: given matrix A is equal to 1 0 1 0 2 3 1 2 1 and B is equal to 1 2 3 1 1 5 2 4 7. Now the given equation is XA is equal to B. X means, capital X means it is a matrix, A is also matrix, X into A is equal to B. Now we have to find matrix X, which is come first and given matrix comes second. So equation is X into A is equal to B. In previous example the equation is Ax is equal to B. So A is first, X is second. In previous example we use row transformation. Here X is the first matrix and A be the second matrix in multiplication XA. So to find matrix is X comes first. So we use here column transformation. Now equation is XA is equal to B. X into matrix A 1 0 1 0 2 3 1 2 1 is equal to B matrix is already given 1 2 3 1 1 5 2 4 7. Here we use same method. Now to find X we have to change this matrix, that is A, into identity matrix by using here column transformation. So first steps are, First convert this A11 is equal to 1, then A12 is equal to 0 and A31 is equal to 0. So accordingly, here 0 is already here, 1 is already here, here is 1, means A31 is equal to 1. We convert this 1 into 0, so we perform C3. We change C3 in such way that C3 minus C1. So we get X into matrix. Now C1 and C2. Here also in right hand side C1 and C2 remains same and C3 is changed. Accordingly, C3 minus C1 means 1 minus 1 0, 3 minus 0 3, 1 minus 1 0. Here also in right hand side 3 minus 1 2, C2 is changed, sorry C3 is changed. 5 minus 1 4, 7 minus 2 5. Now we convert this into identity matrix. First of all, I convert this 2 into 0, then this column and C3 means C2 and C3 be interchanges. First of all, I convert this 2 into 0, so transform C2 means change C2 such that I multiply here this 2 by 3 and this 3 by 2. So here we get 6, here we get 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. So he convert this 2 into 0. Means we get 0 here. That means I write transformation C2 such that 3C2 minus 2C3. So then equation becomes X into matrix 1 0 1. It is remains same. C3 0 3 0. It is remains same. In right hand side also C1 1 1 2 and C3 2 4 5 remains same. C2 is changed. Say here I multiply this C2 by 3. That means it is 0 6 6 and elements are C3 are multiplied by 2. So 0 6 0. So 0 minus 0, here we get 0. 6 minus 6 0 and 2 into 3 6. 6 minus 0 6. Similarly in right hand side this element multiplied by 3, this element multiplied by 2 means 3 into 2 6 minus 4, that is 2. Here multiplied by 3 3 minus 8 minus 5. Here multiplied by 3 means 4 into 3 12. 12 minus 5 multiplied by 2, 12 minus 5 into 2 10 means 12 minus 10, that is 2. So in this way we complete this transformation. Now continuing, performing now C2 interchanges to C3. In C2 we required this element means A12 and this element, that is A32 0. So here already these two are there. Therefore we interchange C2 interchanges to C3. So performing C2 interchanges to C3. So here C1 remains same on both the sides and C2 is 0 3 0, here 0 3 0 and C3 is 0 0 6 0 0 6. Here also C2 converted to C3, that is C2 is 2 4 5 2 4 5 and C3 is 2 minus 5 2 minus 5 2. Now first of all I make all zeros and then I will convert diagonal elements into 1. So now I will convert this 1 into 0. So I multiply this 1 by 6 and then subtract column C3. That means column C3 is subtracted from C1 by multiplying C1 by 6. So we get a new matrix. Transformation is C1 such that 6C1 minus C3. So we get 6 minus 0, 6. 0 into 6 means 0 minus 0, 0. Here 1 into 6, 6 minus 6 is 0. Here also we multiply this element by 6. So 6 minus 2, 4. 7 is change. 6 minus 5 means plus 5. 6 plus 5, 11. 2 multiplied by 6, 12. 12 minus this element 2 is 2, that is 10. And C2 and C3 remain same. Now we see that this is the diagonal matrix and diagonal is 6, 3, 6. We have to find identity matrix. So we divide this C1 by 6, C2 by 3 and C3 by 6. So we divide C1 by 6 means here 1, 0, 0. C2 by 3 means we get 0, 1, 0. And C3 by 6, 0 upon 6, 0, 0 upon 6, 0 and 6 upon 6, 1. Similarly here also we divide C1 by 6. So we get 4 upon 6, 11 upon 6, 10 upon 6. C2 by 3. So here 2 by 3, 4 by 3, 5 by 3. And lastly C3 by 6. So it is 2 upon 6 minus 5 upon 6 and 2 upon 6. So this is the identity matrix. So we get X into identity matrix is equal to 2 upon 3, 2 upon 3 in row wise, 2 upon 3, 2 upon 3, 1 upon 3, 11 upon 6, 4 upon 3 minus 5 upon 6, 5 upon 3, 5 upon 3 and 1 upon 3. Now X into I is equal to X, which is equal to, if we take 1 upon 6 common from this matrix, then we get matrix X is equal to 1 upon 6 into matrix 4, 11, 10. This is the first column. 4, 8, 10. This is the second column. 2 minus 5, 2. So this is the final value of X. In this way, we solve few examples in miscellaneous exercise 2A. Thank you.